What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, y'all? We back with another one, y'all. Today's track is called Man, you know what I mean? By your boy Bugzy Malone, you know what I mean? The first track I did with him was ill and whatnot, so I can't wait to jump into another one, you know what I mean? Let's go, fam.
Bugzy Malone, you know? Mr. Snowman on production. Watch this, I got a brand new 3-bedroom crib with spotlights in the ceiling, it's sick. Got a beanbag in the computer room, all I need now is Grand Theft Auto 6. Got an office and everything cocaine white. In the morning it can get too bright, but it doesn't affect me these days, cause I've been staying up way too deep in the night, thinking about before it all went bad. Before the day I met my...
He says, man, thinking about before it went bad. What is he talking about? Hold up. Because at first he's just like talking about how good everything is going. He got this, he got that, and after that it just went to before it went all bad. Hold up, this is gonna be a good story, right?
It's got an office and everything cocaine white. In the morning it can get too bright, but it doesn't affect me these days, cause I've been staying up way too deep in the night, thinking about
Before it got way too dark.
white. In the morning it can get too bright, but it doesn't affect me these days, cause I've been staying up way too deep in the night, thinking about before it all went bad. Before the day I met my real dad. Before I knew about...
Before the day I met my real dad. Damn, usually I thought that would be like a good thing when you first meet your new dad. You know what I mean? That's something. But he's talking about shit went all bad. Let me find out.
Before it all went bad. Before the day I met my real dad. Before I knew about money and bills, and how they both made my mom get...
Oh, before I knew about money and bills. So I basically see what the fuck you talking about, man. The struggles of being a fucking man, you know what I mean, and everything that goes with it and whatnot. Cause I see the structure. I'm just all right. This is my opinion, and it's like the first couple of seconds of the track, and what I'm getting now, he's expressing the hardships of being a man. You know what I mean, and all the freaking shit that you have to take care of and be responsible for as a man. You know what I mean? Before you could even use the word man, let's say maybe that's what it means. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's go.
It's like counting about 25 bags. I'm running out of elastic bands, cause it turns out when you make money on the road, there's nothing you can do with the cash, so I jump in the S-line driving.
We said when you're making money on the road, there's nothing you could do with the cash. You know what I mean? You can't invest that shit when you're making that dirty money, son. You know what I mean? You got to spend that shit as fast as possible.
Running out of elastic bands, cause it turns out when you make money on the road, there's nothing you can do with the cash, so I jump in the S-line driving fast, hope I don't bump into my stepdad, cause they say mental abuse is worse than physical abuse, and I wanna get him back, but I don't wanna do another custodial sentence in a 4x4 pad, and I gotta take this time to apologize to my best friend, cause we almost crashed. Let me try and...
Ooh, man. When you live in the fast lane and you're doing a whole bunch of things, you know what I mean, in the driver's seat, you know, a lot of times you gotta do a lot of apologizing to the people that ends up with you. You know what I mean? And you could take that in both ways. Like, you know what I mean? You got in the drug game, or you could be like, I don't know if he's. I'm trying to see different ways about what he says, because in one way he could just be literal and saying like he was in a whip and whatnot. His friend actually was in a whip with him and whatnot, and the car crash and he almost risked his friend's life and whatnot. Or he could be talking about the game and whatnot. He brought his boy into the game and shit. And he was making like freaking so much crazy moves in the game that it almost cost him his friend's life. So there's like two ways you could take those type of situations and whatnot. So that's why I broke it down like that. That's why I took it. But you know, I'm an overthinker. You know what I mean? So it's probably the more literal one. You know what I mean?
Custodial sentence in a 4x4 pad, and I gotta take this time to apologize to my best friend, cause we almost crashed. Let me try and explain, it's intricate because I never been playing, it's intimate because I never contacted a counselor to get rid of this pain. I walk with it and now I'm going insane, losing control of my own brain, watching documentaries on serial killers.
He said watching documentaries on serial killers, and basically in the hood and whatnot. A lot of people, um, take don't take going to the talk to a psychiatrist or anything like that as something that is a necessary need anyways, you know what I mean? Because and a lot of times let's be honest, the type of things that the niggas be doing in the hood and whatnot is not something that you might want to be talking to a psychiatrist about, you know what I mean?
Explain it's intricate because I never been playing. It's intimate because I never contacted a counselor to get rid of this pain. I walk with it and now I'm going insane, losing control of my own brain. Watching documentaries on serial killers and feeling that I can relate. Do you find that strange?
Said, yo, that's crazy. Watching documentaries of serial killers and wondering, yo, man, I could relate. Yeah, that's kind of bug, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of bug. But I mean, um, but is it really? You know what I mean? It. I don't think it might be, but it might just mean that you see things from all angles and whatnot, and that's a good gift to have. You know what I mean? To actually be able to put yourself in the mind of a serial killer. In the same token, you could put your mind. I'm not saying you should do it. You should try attempt to put your mind into a cop and see why these funny ducky motherfuckers be doing a lot of the crazy shit that they be doing, and then put your head into a politician and see why the fuck they do all the crazy shit that they be doing. It's a good thing to me. It's a good thing if you could put your head into different people's mindset to see how they maneuver through life and shit. You know what I mean?
To the counselor to get rid of this pain. I walk with it and now I'm going insane, losing control of my own brain. Watching documentaries on serial killers and feeling that I can relate. Do you find that strange? Yeah? Okay. Well, let me get this straight. If I do a life sentence or I don't make it, it's cause I could not handle the pain. I don't wanna hear nobody complain about that's good talent gone to waste. Cause if I didn't go through
I love that, yo. I love that, yo. I don't want nobody to complain, yo. Why you letting your good talent go to waste and whatnot? Anybody that says some shit like that doesn't understand the person that's going through their day-to-day life. You know what I mean? You have to be in the right headspace to do anything to advance yourself positively. If you're not in the right headspace and whatnot, there's no way that you could positively go through the routes that you have to go through. And the most exhausting thing is to hear somebody tell you, yo, your gifts are going to hell, to when they don't know what the whole fucking issue is to begin with. You know what I mean? Let's go.
not handle the pain. I don't wanna hear nobody complain about that's good talent gone to waste. Cause if I didn't go through what I went through, then you would've never downloaded my mixtapes and let me come.
You never downloaded my mixtape. Okay, man. You see what I'm saying, man? I'm kind of right on that shit, yo.
Finding you. Let me get it off my chest. Turns out no matter how many tracks I make, I still can't handle the stress. But I don't watch all the indirects. True say man might see me as a threat. I don't mind going out as a legend as long as I'm known as Manchester's best. So picture the scene. I'm sitting on my corner sofa in peace until I got a call. Have you seen yourself in the papers? You wanted by the police. And I was like, what? And it was
Said, man, that's bug, man. If I looked at the papers and that shit said I was like fucking wanted by the police, man, my mind would start be fucking the light bulb in my head would be clicking and shit, and I'd be like, what the fuck? I'll be going through all the scenarios in my head, like, what the fuck? Why niggas trying to fuck with me for? You know what I mean? Until I find the solution, cause like that shit shouldn't be fucking happening.
corner sofa in peace until I got a call. Have you seen yourself in the papers? You wanted by the police. And I was like, what? And it was hot. But do you want to know what was a lot? The night before was the night that I went on Twitter. I had a direct message from Sloth, just my look. Let me do a Vincent Van Gogh, cause you know I paint pictures with words. And I still not published one book. I was in Panacea trying to get to the bar. And my man
Cause I paint pictures with. Cause I paint. Huh?
some Van Gogh, cause you know I paint pictures with words. And I still not.
Cause I paint pictures with words, and I still haven't wrote no book yet, yo.
Published one book. I was
Dude, that's funny, man. That is bars because I paint pictures with bars. Because I paint pictures with words, and I still haven't wrote me a book yet. You know what I mean? Because what he's trying to say is like, yo, I'm that ill. You know what I mean? I be writing mad freaking shit down and whatnot, and I ain't got a book yet. You know what I mean? Because he paints a perfect picture, but at the end of the day, he haven't had the time to actually put in a fucking book, a full book together. You know what I mean? But yeah, with time and patience, everything is possible. You know what I mean? So let's go.
I see her trying to get to the bar, and my man didn't want to let me pass. Push me into a family of brothers. Before you knew it, I'd already been cracked. But let me remind these fools. Into the devil I turn. They step back, I step forward. Play with fire and you're gonna get burned. But I must apologize in advance, cause I didn't want it to end so bad. See what happened from there was loose. I was in the Manchester Evening News. It said he got violently attacked outside in a taxi. He was whacked and could have died. But that's how you know what the papers tried. It was self-defense, that's a blatant lie. I'm stereotyped. And do you wanna know why? I'm a different guy. When I was about 8, my mom moved to an area that was heavily white. I was in school looking like Wesley Snipes. Ben Sherman's in a second-hand bike, feeling like a donut cause I'd already been stabbed by the time I was a guy. When I was about 8, my mom moved to an area that was heavily white. I was in school.
Oh, so okay, so he's just basically saying his mom moved into an area that was heavily white and whatnot. So he was basically judged from the get go. You know what I mean? living living in an area that's heavily freaking white and whatnot, and you being black and whatnot, the fucking prejudice and racism would freaking be a type of fucking situation that would make you feel uncomfortable on a day-to-day basis and whatnot. And he might be diving into something like that. He might be saying that had an impact on how he views shit. You know what I mean? But no, let's go in.
About 8, my mom moved to an area that was heavily white. I was in school looking like Wesley Snipes. Ben Sherman's in a second-hand bike, feeling like a donut cause I'd already been stabbed by the time I was year 9. Mom did.
Damn, man, I was already stabbed by the year ninth. I guess the year ninth is ninth grade or something like that.
Want me to see my side. Told me that too many people died. Between like 91 and 99 there was a gang war and violent crime. My uncle's face got tore out by the pellets of a shotgun like Frankenstein.
Damn, man, shit was gangster around your way, man. The way you talking, man, you had to go through a lot of fucking turmoil while you was raised, when you was raised and shit. You know what I mean? A lot of shit done happened to you and whatnot to make you feel like yo, it's you against the world type shit. You know?
I was sat with him in an M3 that could do 0 to 60 in 4.5. One hand holding the steering wheel, moving quicker than a Batmobile, driving around by the pellets of a shotgun like Frankenstein. I was sat with him in an M3 that could do 0 to 60 in 4.5. One hand holding the steering wheel, moving quicker than a Batmobile, driving around sheeting real when I was about 9. Back when the hood was real. A villain taking securical boxes, and I don't care if it's hot. They don't mean Russell Crowe when they mention the gladiator in the gang war book. The first guy that I ever looked up to, he was like Batman without a suit. Now it's my turn to try and put money on the map. I just hope I can do it like you. Hope I can get 1 million views. Hope that I never get caught with food. Hope that Charlie can breathe alright in the.
Hope I never get caught with food. Don't we all, man? Don't we all, son? You know what I mean?
Smoke, cause I set fire to the booth. And when I realized the grime was English hip hop, forget about all the tunes, forget the fire to the booth. And when I realized the grime was English hip hop, forget about all the tunes, forget the playlist. I wanna go down in history like Tutankhamun, Bugzy, Malone. Leave that play. I dedicate this one to Dane, my little cousin. You didn't make it. Rest in peace, bro. See you soon, my brother.
Yo, man, definitely a dope ass track. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. He's just basically telling all the shit that done occurred to him and within his life and whatnot. Yo, I'm telling you, man, this guy right here is fucking deep. You know what I mean? Like, I like the way he thinks. You know what I mean? Very freaking verbal and whatnot. The wordplay is crazy. The metaphors that he, not even the the way he spits is like fucking. You could see what the fuck he's saying. It's not a lot of rappers that could paint a perfect picture. And he said it in the bars too. You know what I mean? He paints freaking perfect pictures with his freaking words and whatnot. And while I'm listening to this song and whatnot, all I'm seeing is like the visuals of what he's talking about. You know what I mean? and it's very fucking dope. It's very on point, and it's straight to the point. You know what I mean? And I like the fact that he spits like that, yo. You know what I mean? Definitely a dope ass track. You know what I mean? And I could understand every freaking word and whatnot. That is like a plus plus plus. You know what I mean? But anyways, yo, if you guys feel this track like feel this track, you know what I mean? You already know what to do. Put it down in the comment section all day long. You know what I mean? If you guys want more tracks like this, or you want to request any other tracks, you know what I mean? Put that junk in the comment section all day long, or hit me up on IG. The link's in the description section. You see this right here? It's a motherfucking thumb. Put it all the way up to the motherfucking sky, like we just don't care. You know what I mean? And last but not least and whatnot, show me some. You can show me some love and support by subscribing to the channel right down there. By subscribing to the channel right down there. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check you guys out next time on the next video. Peace out. One love, fam.